Hey there, universe nerds! We've all heard about rogue planets, worlds that drift through space without a star. But did you know there might also be rogue moons? These are moons that once orbited planets but somehow escaped and set off on their own across the galaxy. They're smaller, quieter, and harder to detect than rogue planets, but they could number in the trillions. They might even carry the building blocks of life across the cosmos. Today, let's explore the secret lives of these lost wanderers. Moons usually form in one of three ways. Some are born from the same disk of gas and dust as their planet, like regular siblings growing up together. Others form after a giant impact, when debris from a collision gathers into orbit. That's how our moon was born. And some are captured, pulled in by a planet's gravity while drifting nearby, like Neptune's moon, Triton. But just as moons can be captured, they can also be set free. A strong gravitational encounter, say from another planet or a passing star, can fling a moon away forever, turning it into a rogue. Imagine the chaos of the early solar system. Planets migrating, colliding, swapping orbits, a gravitational battlefield. Moons caught in the middle could easily be ejected into space. It's likely that many such rogue moons were created during those turbulent times. In fact, simulations suggest that for every moon that survived in stable orbit, several others may have been thrown out. That means there could be far more rogue moons drifting between the stars than bound moons orbiting planets. So what would a rogue moon be like? Some might look like miniature planets, rocky or icy worlds wandering alone. Others might still carry faint traces of their planetary past, a frozen crust that once faced a gas giant's glow, or a tilted spin inherited from their violent escape. In the freezing dark of interstellar space, these moons would be cold and silent, but not necessarily dead. Some might have internal heat from radioactive decay or tidal friction from a past life. If they once had subsurface oceans, those oceans could still survive beneath layers of ice. And that's where it gets really exciting. If moons like Europa or Enceladus, which have hidden oceans, were ever ejected from their systems, they might still host liquid water deep underground. That means rogue moons could be traveling habitats, carrying microbial life through space. Some scientists even suggest that panspermia, the spread of life between worlds, could happen this way. Rogue moons could act as cosmic seeds, spreading biology from one planetary system to another. It's a poetic thought, lonely wanderers carrying the story of life across the stars. Detecting rogue moons, though, is incredibly hard. They're small, dim, and emit no light of their own. Even rogue planets are difficult to spot unless they pass in front of a background star and briefly bend its light through microlensing. For moons, that's even rarer. Still, with new observatories like the Vera C. Rubin Observatory and future space telescopes, astronomers hope to catch glimpses of these invisible travelers. The first confirmed rogue moon would be a groundbreaking discovery, proof that moons can live wild and free. There's also a philosophical side to rogue moons. They remind us that not everything in the cosmos stays in its lane. Even the most stable systems can break apart. Moons can lose their planets, planets can lose their stars, and yet they keep going. In that sense, rogue moons are symbols of resilience. They drift through the endless dark, no longer bound to anyone, yet still existing, still part of the cosmic story. Some astronomers think that in the far future, after stars burn out, rogue worlds, planets and moons alike, will dominate the galaxy. Long after the lights go out, these frozen wanderers will keep drifting through the eternal night. Perhaps some will still carry traces of oceans, frozen memories of the suns they once circled. In a way, rogue moons might outlast everything, quiet witnesses to the rise and fall of the cosmos itself. And maybe,
just maybe, one of those moons has already passed through our corner of the galaxy. Maybe it brushed near our solar system long ago, unseen in the dark, before continuing on its infinite journey. After all, space is full of surprises. The universe is constantly reminding us that even in emptiness, there are stories waiting to be found. So, the next time you look up at the moon, think about how lucky we are that it stayed. Because out there, drifting between the stars, countless other moons are still wandering, lost, free, and beautiful in their solitude. They're the quiet nomads of the cosmos, reminders that even in the vast, cold dark, something small and fragile can keep moving forever.